So Manchester United are about to sign Shakhtar Donetsk midfielder Fred. So they are in advanced talk and the deal is close. Fred is 25. He's a midfielder from Brazil who has been playing in Ukraine, and they hope to get the deal done before the start of the World Cup in the middle of June. So he is a playmaker. He's a very exciting attacking player. He's heading to Europe next week with Brazil for a warm-up game against Croatia that will be taking place in Liverpool at Anfield. It seems like that next week will be when they sort out things like the medical and things like that, and then it's just down to everything else. So Shakhtar are rumoured to want £52 million for Fred, who has also been linked with Manchester City in January, but once again Manchester United are going to get the man over City. So he's a central midfielder. 52 million is a lot, but they will be without Fellaini, potentially Carrick, so they'll be looking to replace him. Fred's agent is Gilberto Silva, who used to play for Arsenal, and he's met Fred this week to try and sort out the deal. So they have basically become front of line because Manchester City are now going after Jorginho. So Brazil face Croatia and then take on Austria a week later before they head out to Russia. So his stats, he's played 101 times in the Ukrainian Premier League for Shakhtar. He has scored 10 goals in that time. He's also scored twice in Europe, including a fantastic free kick goal against, I think it was Roma. Before that, he played for Intercontinental, who play in Serie A before moving to Shakhtar Donetsk. He signed for €15 million, which back then would have been about 11-12 million, and he has done fantastically well there. He has got 7 caps to his name at Brazil. He was included in the 2015 Copa America. Fred tested positive for some sort of drug in 2015, and he was disqualified for 2 years, meaning he couldn't play for Brazil, but that has now finished last year, and he can now play for Brazil. So that United have been looking to find someone who can play that sort of role, that midfield role. They need someone else in there. He'd be a great addition, because with the fact that Fellaini is leaving, Carrick is leaving, it means that they need to have someone else. They need to try and get the best out of Paul Pogba, and maybe Fred is the man to get the best out of him. So that means that will leave midfielders Fred, that will leave Matic, Pogba, Herrera. So that's a few options. This deal looks very, very close. Looks like it will be happening in the next few weeks. They definitely want to get it done before the 14th of June. They'll probably want to get it done in the next week, and that is probably the time frame of this. But it looks like this will be the first major transfer of the Premier League transfer window this summer. He will offer a completely different dynamic to the Manchester United team. He's had a lot of admirers, including, like I said, Guardiola at Manchester City. But that's gone cold. He's had other interest from Europe, but it looks like Manchester United will be getting their man in the next week or two, which is fantastic for them. They need to build on last season. They need to get stronger to try and catch City, and that this is exactly what they needed to try and bring in someone of Fred's calibre. A lot of players have come from Ukraine in the past, such as Fernandinho at Manchester City. Willian came from Ukraine and is now at Chelsea. So there's been several players who have played in Ukraine with Shakhtar that have gone on to have successful careers in the Premier League, and he could be the latest of them all. So tell me your thoughts down below. Is Fred a good signing? Is he going to be the biggest signing you make to Manchester United, or will there be more money spent? I expect there'll be more money spent, but this looks like this is going to be happening in the next week or two. So keep an eye on my channel for that. Subscribe if you are new. Leave a comment down below. I am Mike, and I will see you soon.